Did you work on a musical at Juilliard or a play?
No, I worked on plays. I worked on one particular play that my colleagues joked should become a musical. It was a kind of a boulevard comedy about an incestuous relationship.
Okay. Well, crossing, making, taking risks, new boundaries.
That's right. But it was really it wasn't really the place to work on a musical because I wanted to take advantage of Chris and Marsha's
Yes, I was going to, of course. Although Marsha wrote the book for a musical.
She did, of course. And in fact, one of my fellow playwrights was David Lindsay-Abaire, who worked on
Love
Kimberly
him.
Akimbo.
Yes, wonderful.
As a play at Juilliard, and then now that's become a wonderful musical.
Amazing.
Of course. Yes.
So did you go? So you went back, and then you had this playwriting career.
Yes.
Spanning.
Yes.
Well,
I stayed in New York. So after I graduated from Juilliard, and actually while I was there, it was meant to be a one-year course, and in the interim it became a two-year course, and also in the middle of that 2 years I met Phillip Johnston, who I married. But yeah, at the end of that 2 years, good things were happening career-wise, and I thought, well, I'm not ready to go home. I had a production of Wolf Lullaby at Atlantic and Steppenwolf, and so it didn't feel like the right time to go home.
Oh, of course. And Phillip had a kind of avant-garde ambiance, aura,
Yes.
and obviously was already establishing himself in that sphere.
He was already very established. So he had a band called the Microscopic Septet. He worked in the early days with Richard Foreman and wrote an opera with David
Young Goodman Brown.
Yes, that Richard directed.
David Herskovitz.
Yeah, so we met actually,
margin.
Phillip and I met at New Dramatists. So Nautilus Theatre Company still runs a composer librettist studio, and we met in that. We wrote a song together. We wrote a lullaby, in fact, for one of the singers had just discovered she was pregnant.
Your courtship was a lullaby.
Yes, and it was very high stakes because we both knew if this lullaby was good, we had a future. If this lullaby sucked, we might as well call it quits.
Oh my God, this is itself a musical. You realize that, right?
And you know what? We performed the lullaby. There wasn't a dry eye in the house.
Oh my God.
Well, here we are. This is all right.
So the director married you. Is that what happened? No, something. Obviously, this took.
Well, we almost called our son Todd after Todd London.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Sweeney Todd.
No. But Todd London was responsible for.
Todd London.
Yes,
oh my God.
Yes, I had no right to actually be in that studio because I was not a member of New Dramatists.
Right.
I just heard about this thing and I thought, I have to be here. I've got to learn how to. I want to work with 5 different composers and 5 different singers, and I badgered Todd and I said, if there's a place, if one of the New Dramatist members doesn't take it, please can I join? And it was kismet. That's where I met Phillip.
Oh, this is marvelous.
Yeah.
This is wonderful the way these threads of your life all sort of intertwine.